Before we get started with the video today, guys, I want to let you viewers out there know that only a small fraction of you guys currently watching are actually subscribed to my channel, so make sure to smash that subscribe button for instant updates about videos that I release and other announcements, and also smash that like button to help my channel out. Enjoy the video. What is up, guys, and welcome to episode 3 of Zero to Hero, where I'm playing on my completely free to play new account that I made as of this video actually yesterday. So yeah, I'm just here to tell you guys more on, what you guys need to be doing, how to promote your units, awakening units, how to get your first set of gear, because at this point you guys should be nearing about 10-10 in adventure. If not, you're already there, but you'll see that I'm at 7-1, so I'm pretty close. I only am like 3 or 4 maps away, which, by the way, you want to be trying to filling out these region rewards and doing the the quests to get your sky stones and start summoning, and keep summoning units from covenant summons to get more units and artifacts. Now, I know you guys were saying, some of you guys were saying last video that I didn't cover free Spirit Tieria's Adventurer's Path, and yeah, I kind of assumed that when I said Adventurer's Path it looped everything together, but yes, you do want to focus on free Spirit Tieria's Adventurer's Path as well. The quests are very easy to do. You don't really need to do too much besides level her, but there are some key things that the game teaches you, right? So the first few ones are pretty easy, right? You're just gonna reach level 20, equip her with equipment, artifact, and just keep leveling her. But at the point where you have to awaken her, there's one back here where you awaken her at 2 stars, I think, right here. But this one they kind of just walk you through. But once you get to the awaken 3 stars, it starts getting more into the mechanics of the game and how you improve your units. So starting with that quest, where you have to awaken her, I'll show you. You just click your unit. You can go in the hero tab and do it as well, and there'll be a button to press awaken. Now, so awakening your units, you'll see that the star grade for free Spirit Tieria is 4, right? There's 4 stars, but 2 of them are like orange and 2 of them are yellow. So yellow are just like your basic stars, and the 2 orange ones are that they signal that I've awakened her 2 stars. So you can kind of like overlap or go over your normal stars with awakened stars. And what awakening your units will do, as you can see at the 1-star awakening here on the right, you get stat increases. You get base stat increases at the bottom, and you also get regular like attack, defense, health, speed, whatever it is, depending on the unit, stat increases as well. So it's basically free stats that you want to take advantage of, and by the end game, mid game, you're going to want to have most of your units awakened all the way, whether it be 5-star awaken or 6-star awaken, wherever you stop them at, or if not all of them, you want them all awakened. So at the 3-star though, you get a special ability stone. Instead of getting that main stat like attack or effectiveness like in the previous ones, you get an ability upgrade. So for free Spirit Tieria, it's actually going to be her S2. Her S2 is just an AoE attack that heals you, but when you awaken it, the cooldown gets reset when you kill a unit with it. So if you bring her into adventure and you one-shot the waves with her, she actually resets her S2 over and over, and she can clear adventure mode really fast, which is why she was considered a very good farmer prior to Arbiter Village's release. Now, you don't really have to use free Spirit Tieria, but I really recommend doing all the quests, because at the end of the free Spirit Tieria questline, you get a reward for level 70 gear, 6 pieces, and it looks like this, and they're very, very, very strong. It is going to be your first real source of gear. You'll get 2 more sets later on, one from the new player check-in and another one from the normal Adventurer's Path, but this is your first real set of gear that will carry you into 10-10 and into Unrecorded History and episode 2. So yeah, let me do her quest real quick. Instead to awaken her to 3 stars, and then you see it upgraded at the left here. And yeah, the skill upgrades, it kind of shows you. And yeah, you get some bonus stats as well, although it's not as much as the other stars because that was a skill one. So yeah, I get to clear this quest, and that is how you awaken. The runes you get for awakening, or you need to use for awakening, you'll get from just completing Adventurer's Path, or you get them from farming Spirit Altar, which looks like this. And you basically do that in the battle tab, and you need to farm it. Different days will have different elements open, and on the weekends there will be all the elements open. So yeah, so I finished this quest, got 2 copies of regular Tieria, which can be used to memory imprint the normal Tieria, the red Tieria, or even ML Tieria. So you can use base RGB units to memory imprint their base unit or their ML version. And I'll go over that in a second, because you'll see the next part of the quest in the Adventurer's Path is going to be to memory imprint free Spirit Tieria 2B. Now, they gave us 2 of those copies, so we can actually do that pretty quickly. So you'll see if I press the memory imprint button from the lobby, it takes me to this window where I can actually put in copies, and you'll see that they're orange. Usually when you're upgrading units or promoting units, they're gray, but with memory imprint, they're going to be orange. So what I'm going to do is put in one copy. You'll see at the bottom left, it goes from no memory imprint to C. It goes up to SSS. Put another one, it goes to B, which was what the quest asked for. So I'm going to do that real quick, and you'll see now that the memory imprint's at B, and there is a bonus that said 3.6 health. So if I look again, kind of went through that really quickly, you'll see she gets 3.6% health. This is going to be everyone in the team is affected besides herself. It says increases the stats of heroes in specific positions, does not apply to the caster. Now you can do something later, which I'll go over in 1 second. We can imprint concentration, and this will be only for the caster on the right here, where it will only increase the caster stats. So you get to choose between either buffing your team stats or yourself, and it really depends on which one you use based on the character that you have. So we're gonna go to the quest now for free Spirit Tieria. I did the memory imprint. I got the ego fragment, which is used to switch between the memory imprint concentration and the team one. And the next part of the quest is to unlock concentration. So let's do that real quick. I'll show you where to do it. You go to memory imprint. Actually, I think you don't go to memory imprint. You go to regular details, yeah, where I was just at. And then you just click it, and then you can actually just click the bottom right here. And it'll ask you to confirm it. It'll cost one. I'll show you where to get more of these in a second. But yeah, just use this for now to do the quest. Now I can switch back and forth, right? Generally, the crit chance one is going to be better. Anything with damage, just do early game. But there are some instances where you're going to want to use other ones. It really depends on the unit, like I said. So yeah, I finished that quest up. Now I go to Adventurer's Path again. You know the deal. I get my loot. And then it's going to say to clear 3 stages in Venture, which I already have done, so I get the artifact. And then the next part of the quest is going to be limit break your artifact. So what is limit breaking artifact? Well, it's similar to memory imprinting units, but it is for artifacts. So if you go to your artifact tab, you'll see I have 2 flower showers. Make sure you lock your artifacts, guys, if you plan to use them. You don't want to accidentally sell them or fodder them. But yeah, there's no memory imprint button for here or limit break button for artifacts. But if you have 2 or more copies of the same artifact, you can press enhance on one, and you'll see that the same artifact will have the icon max up flashing on it. I click it and you'll see this bar lights up here. So what that does is it increases the max level of the artifact from 15 to 18. And then you can keep doing it up to 5 times, and the max level of an artifact can be is 30. So the base artifact you have right now with no limit break will be at 15, but once you max limit break it, it will double in levels, and it would have way more bonus effects and bonus stats. So it's really important to max limit break your artifacts for maximum effect, especially if they're artifacts that you use a lot. So you want to make sure you keep multiple copies of really strong artifacts, and make sure you limit break them out to get the maximum effect. I think the biggest thing you need to do for artifacts for limit breaking for early game is Daydream Joker. Very important to get maximum break copies, like multiple of them for your Wyvern progression, and I guess Candlestick if you're starting to use Angie. But yeah, make sure you're limit breaking your artifacts. So I'm gonna do it here. It also gives EXP too. You'll see I got EXP, and the level cap is at 18 now, and the quest is done. So now I get the multiple copies, right? And I'll just do it really quick because you can't even sell these artifacts. So you'll see it's max limit break, and the max enhance goes from 18 plus 12, so it goes 30. And that is your max limit break artifact. So yeah, that is how you max limit break artifacts, and you want to make sure you do this quest. And then the rest of the quests are pretty straightforward. You're going to want to just level it up, and then it's going to ask you to promote stuff. So let me go over promoting real quick. So promoting is used in this game to increase the star grade of your units. So you'll see in my inventory, right, I have 3-star units, 4-star units, right? But every unit that is here can be upgraded to 6 stars, and each star signals the level cap of 10. So if I have 3 stars on this Mega Phantasma, you'll see the max level is 30. On Rose, the max level here is 40 because it is 4 stars. But you can increase the stars by maxing their level. So you'll see that this Giga Phantasma is 3 stars, so its max level is 30, and it is maxed, so it is level 30. And the way you do it is you click promote, and you have to fodder 3 of the same grade. So I need to fodder 3 3-star fodders or units into this Phantasma to rank it up and promote it to the next star grade, which is 4. So I'm going to use these 3 megas. Just a note, guys, though, I don't recommend using megas like this. You want to use Mega Phantasmas the way I'm using this Giga one. You want to get to 30 to promote other fodder, the 2-star fodder that you get, like the trash you get from adventure mode for this, but this is okay too. I'm just going to do it for its example purposes. So you put in 3 of the same grade. If it's 4 stars, it'll be 4 of the same grade, so 4 stars. And from 5 stars to 6 stars, you need 5 of the same grade, 5 star units. And for fodder, it's going to be 2 of the same grade, which is 2 stars, right? So yeah, I put in 3. Now it's at level 40, or not level 40, 4 stars, and the cap is level 40, right? So the way I'm going to do this is I get free Spirit Tieria to level 40. Then when I have 4 of these fodders, I can put them into free Spirit Tieria, and it will max her to level 50, yeah, and at 5 stars. So she'll be able to go to 5 stars. If I wanted to bring her 6 stars, I'll just need 5-star Giga Phantasma and so forth. So you don't really want to ever use units unless you know that you're not using them late game, because there's something in this game called memory imprinting, like I just showed you, and there's also a quest for it. So every time you SSS, because that is the cap, memory imprint, every few units you SSS, you get a lot of bookmarks. You'll literally get like 20 bookmarks, 15 to 20. So that is like 3 to 4 summons for free, and it's really easy to do when you're summoning a lot. And when you're summoning and you get like trash, like 3 stars, right? You can actually recycle them into memory imprints to make sure that you get your bookmarks back and can summon even more. So make sure you're memory imprinting all your units. Don't use units as fodder. Only use dogs and the monster cards you get from adventure mode, because you want to SSS everything, because there is a quest in the reputation tab that gives you SSS or bookmarks for SSSing your units. Let me try to find it real quick. Pretty sure it's in memory chain here, and you'll see there's friendship. Where is, so right here. Okay, so see this? Unlock devotion skill grade SSS, that's memory imprint. If I get 1 to SSS, which is pretty simple, I get 18 bookmarks, guys. That is like 3.5 summons. It's a crazy way to get bookmarks early game. It is a one-time source because the quest stops at reliable support 30, but make sure you do it ASAP. You'll get so many free summons this way. It's very, very, very important to do. So yeah, guys, make sure you're doing your memory imprints. Don't fodder your 3-star units you summon, like I said, unless you already have like the quest done and you already have a copy of one of them SSS, which won't happen until mid-late game. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for the free Spirit Tieria Adventurer's Path. You want to make sure you clear this out, because like I said, this box will give you crazy gear, level 70 gear, very, very nice. It will be one of your most important early game sets, especially for starting into the Wyvern farm. Yeah, make sure you clear out these other ones as well. At Remarkable Adventure, I can't show you, but it gives you another set at the end, similar to the free Spirit Tieria one, which you'll use. And you'll get your third one, like I said, from the daily check-in that you are getting as a new player, which will give you a tank set as well, which you'll use on your Wyvern tanks. You're basically getting all the sets you need for your Wyvern team for free. And Wyvern is very important because, like I said, it is one of the most important sources of gear for early game players, and will be where you farm mostly your gear for the entire game. So yeah. After that though, I'm going to go over skill enhancing. So skill enhancing is also a very important thing to do in the game, because what it does, it will increase the power of your skill. So I can't do Arbiter Villager actually because he is not done his quest, but I'll go over like Sigrid because I already have one done on her. And also Sigrid is a very viable option to plus 15 because she is used so much in Wyvern and she's going to carry you, right? So you'll see in skill enhance, the currency you need is, there's 3 types of currency, okay? There's going to be your Molagora, your gold, and then your catalysts, right? There's a rare one and epic one. Epic ones are a little harder to get. You can't really get them until you start farming unrecorded history, which I'll cover in another video. But the most important thing about this is that you do not waste your Molagora in enhancing your units. You don't want to just carelessly enhance everything you can. Gold is renewable. Catalysts are also farmable. Molagora are time gated, and I'll show you why they're time gated in a second. But you want to make sure you hoard your Molagora, right? It will cost you 33 Molagora to plus 15 or max out all the skills of a 5-star unit. So you want to make sure you have a good stock of them in case you get a really good unit that you want to plus 15, like the ML 5-star that you pull randomly or so forth. So for Sigrid though, she's pretty safe to enhance just because I need the effect chance. So on units that you're using for Wyvern, right, the most important thing you're going to want to get is cooldown reduction and effect chance, because Wyvern you're going to need a lot of debuffs, and just having the higher chance to land debuffs is very important. The damage is nice too later on for other units, but mostly focus on your early game on your Wyvern units and enhancing them and getting the effect chance up early. So I'm going to try to get this to plus 4 on an S1, S2 also get to plus 4, and S3 I'm going to get to S at least plus 3. I can add more if I want because I use her more in Wyvern, but it's really up to you guys. You guys need to save your Molagora if you can. If you don't know if you should mold something or not, it's better to ask someone or look it up, or not do it at all, because there's not a problem ever if you're not skill enhancing enough that you have too much Mulgora and you're like, oh god, I'm not using my Mulgora at all, I'm in trouble. Nope. But if you use your Mulgora too much and you run out, that's when you start running into problems where you can't upgrade your units, and yeah, you don't want to hit that wall. It's very, very bad. And a lot of new players just carelessly enhance their units, so be very, very careful in enhancing. Just early game, focus on your Wyvern units and get their effect chances maxed, and you'll be fine. Now, going over Mulgora, like I said, it is a non-renewable resource. It is time gated, and the way you get it is in the shop. Which, before I go over that, guys, even though you didn't buy this rank up pack, by the way, in the shop for new players, you still get free rewards, and it'll be up till 70. There'll be another one after this one completes at 40. So make sure you claim these left side rewards. These are very, very important to get. This one is a 3-hour EXP boost, right? So you can farm more and stuff like that. Just make sure you get the free ones. They're just free rewards. So a lot of people don't know about this, so make sure you claim it. But yeah, going forward, Mulgora, the way you want to get them is going to be in the Transmit Stone store. So yeah, you need silver Transmit Stones for these. You can also buy like Ego Fragments for this, but the most important thing here, guys, is for early game is going to be Mulgora. And number 2 will be these equipment conversion gem selection chests, which I'll cover in another video in the future. You don't have to worry about that for now. But yes, Mulgora you want to buy here. You'll see I bought 1 out of 2. You get 2 a week. The way you get silver Transmit Stones is by, look, you get them by transmitting a hero with starting 3 grade or above. So what you want to do, guys, is when you SSS your units by memory imprinting, like I said, you're going to want to transmit them, because they cannot go any higher, and they're not going to be, you know, if you're not going to be able to use them or not planning to use them for a while, just transmit them and you'll get your silver Transmit Stones that way. Don't do it before SSSing them, because you're missing out on bookmarks, right? So make sure you SSS them, transmit them for silver Transmit Stones, and use those here. If you're planning to use a unit though, keep it, obviously, because like if it's like an Alexa and you want to use Alexa and Wyvern, don't transmit it, right? Obviously, just keep her and wait for another one. But yeah, you want to keep pulling early game and try to get these silver Transmit Stone funds online and try to pull for Mulgora or buy Mulgora. If you miss like the first week, like 1 or 2, it's fine. You get a lot of free Mulgora in the beginning, but you want to eventually, you know, start buying these out every single week, no matter what. Another source of it is going to be conquest points. Like I said, conquest points are very important to farm because you get Mulgora every week. So you want to be able to buy this no matter what every single week. Just do your arena NPC challenges and use your flags that refresh every hour to, even if you don't win, like it's fine, just you still get points for trying. So make sure you're able to buy this. You also want to try to buy this energy here, guys. It's free energy. Early game, you might not need to worry about this too much, just because you have so much excess energy, and these conquest points are actually pretty valuable. So I think for early game players, you don't have to worry too much about this, but keep it in mind if you're running out of energy, you can buy them here. For mid-late game players, you're going to want to buy this out every single day. It is a very good source of energy. And the reason why early game players might not want to buy it is because if you scroll down to these boxes here, guys, there is some crazy gear. You'll see like it's very cheap. Not very cheap, but it is not as expensive as you think it is. But for 1,000 conquest points, you can get like level 88 gear. If you can get some of these pieces, early game, it'll actually hard carry on Wyvern. These are very, very good Wyvern starter pieces. Not very good late game, but for early game, mid game players, these are going to be insane. Like you'll see 900 conquest points for speed set, one of the most important sets you're gonna need in the game, and it'll they're very, very strong early game for Wyvern because speed is a limiting factor for early game players usually, because it's hard to farm speed set gear because it drops from Wyvern. So if you can't get your Wyvern team online, you can never farm speed set gear. So it's kind of a conundrum, but you can buy some here for conquest points. So very, very important. Make sure you're doing your arena, guys. Can't stress it enough. Alongside like Labyrinth and Abyss as well for free rewards. So make sure you're doing it. Another source of energy, I'm going to cover this really quickly, and fodder is going to be in this friendship tab. You want to buy the friendship energy every day, no matter what. Mid game, late game, early game players, it's just free energy and friendship points you just get from doing adventure and using supporters and setting up your supporters so people use it, which I'll go over right after this. And yeah, the excess ones you can use for 5 flags for arena to farm more conquest points, or for friendship bookmarks, which you use to summon the cards that drop in adventure mode, the 2-star monsters. If you use these friendship summons or friendship bookmarks, you can summon them, random ones. You can also summon 2 or 1-star artifacts that you can use to upgrade your artifacts. So yeah, like I said, make sure you buy this energy, and yeah. So let me go over the supporters real quick. Like I said, the supporters will be able to help you farm friendship points passively, and you can also farm them by using other people's supporters. If you click your top left here, you can see you can open up this like character profile tab, and you can select your rep hero, which will be the hero that is your your profile picture, I guess, by clicking this crown down here. So if I want it to be Helen for now, I just click this. If I go back, you'll see that it changes my profile. Cool. Make it your favorite waifu or character or whatever. You can also change your supporters. So supporters, you want to be your strongest units early game. So I'm gonna put Sigurd here. Actually, I should put, yeah. And you want to put, actually, I can't use RB because he's not unlocked. But I'm just gonna put RB in the lead slot then, or not RB. What am I saying? I'm going to put Sigurd in the lead slot then. And yeah, everything else doesn't matter. It'll automatically use your lead when people just cycle through farming. And you also want to add a lot of friends, so they use your unit slot. You want active friends because if they run adventure a lot, they'll use your Sigurd more, and you get friendship points for that. Just like stuff like that. Very, very important to do because it is a very good source of, like I said, energy, flags for free, right? And also, what's it called? Fodder and artifact fodder as well. So yeah, at this point, guys, you just need to be focusing on these things. Like I covered in my last video, you want to do Abyss and Labyrinth as well. Make sure you're doing that every day. Don't let them cap. Abyss, you want to burn to 0 every day, either purify or whatever, or use it. And at this point, you're also going to want to think about what units you are going to want to plan to invest into for Wyvern. So for me, right, when I look at my units, I actually have 2 of the best DPS units already. I have Sigurd, right, and I have one that I recently pulled, Alexa. So I made my Wyvern's team already. I'm missing 2. My last slot is going to be Furious, which is going to be from Connections, and my first slot is going to be Angelica, which is also from Connections. So you're going to want to really think about your Wyvern team, and I have a guide up on YouTube that goes over the best Wyvern teams and the best units for it. But yeah, I'm going to start using or try to use Angelica here, which you get after unlocking or beating episode 110-10, and Furious here, which I get from beating episode 2 3-10. So yeah, my goal right now is to beat 10-10 for Angelica, and then episode 2 3-10 for Furious, and then I start into Wyvern. So you just want to kind of think about what units you want to use. If you want to use the same team as me, you're going to want to beat 10-10, start farming some catalysts and runes in the Spirit Altar, which is right here, right? And then what you want to do is upgrade your units so you can use them in Wyvern and start farming Wyvern. So yeah, 10-10 for me, and then most people will go to episode 2 3-10 as well as their goal, and then you can start farming Wyvern, and that'll be sort of into the early-ish, mid-game-ish content. But for now, guys, just keep that in the back of your mind. You don't have to focus on it too much right now. Just try to get through adventure as much as you can. Just beat 10-10 regular adventure, and then you'll unlock something called Unrecorded History, and you're going to want to clear through all of that too, because that's where you farm your catalyst mostly, and farm most of your EXP and promote your units. And then you can start going to episode 2, start working to unlock Furious, and then you can get into Wyvern. So it is pretty streamlined what you have to do. Just make sure you do all your quests and use these tips that I've put in this video so you get maximum value out of everything and all your resources, and just focus on episode 1 into Unrecorded History, into episode 2, and then you'll be fine. Yeah, that's it for episode 3, guys. I'll be back with another episode soon. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe, guys. I hope this helped you a lot, and I'll be back with episode 4 very, very quickly, hopefully.